Hello.
You're so used to being on camera. It's like not even fair. Nobody's going to make you nervous over here. So you can get on camera over there.
I want to make sure I'm not.
Lest you didn't think we have somebody hiding in the corner on this one. So there we go. I've got another camera. We can go over here. So. But ladies and gentlemen, all right. It is Dr. Pete, and I am back for another episode of the LocalBizCast over here. Welcome, everybody, including you over there, off camera over there. It's all good. Let me do my business. Of course, guys, I want to grow this channel so huge it explodes out of my little podcast studio over here. And the best way to do that is have all of you guys like and subscribe. So please, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. We'll probably get on SoundCloud and iHeartRadio. We're going to do it all. But if you guys go to YouTube, what is your guys' favorite? Let's choose one right now. YouTube, Spotify, or Apple? YouTube.
Yep.
YouTube. Go to YouTube, LocalBizCast on YouTube. Hit like, hit subscribe. Come hang out with us. And of course, if you really do want to hang out with us and get onto the LocalBizCast, you just got to contact me. And you can get me at Instagram at TheDrPete. And TikTok, you can get me at TheDrPete. Or you can just email me at drpete@shcnj.com. And that's the best way. But my business is now done. And I get the unbelievable pleasure to introduce my next guest. She is wonderful. We've been talking here for the last couple of minutes. It's Rachel Menconi. Did I get that correct? Mm-hmm. Extraordinaire from very, very far away on Grand Avenue in Montvale.
Hello,
welcome.
Peter. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my God. It's my pleasure. She's got unbelievable energy. She's going to match right over here. So, well, you have to tell everybody about you. Okay. I mean, you've told me about you, but I don't have enough yet. I'm going to just start taking pieces out of you. But talk to us.
All right. Well, I am a performer. I'm a teacher. I'm a director. I'm a writer. I wear many hats. I've been in the performing arts ever since I was a little girl.
How little of a little girl?
I started taking dance when I was 2. I started taking music.
2? Yeah. I didn't walk until I was 3. She's dancing at 2. You kidding me?
And then I started taking musical theater classes, lessons when I was 6 years old. My first show was actually Little Shop of Horrors. Definitely appropriate for 6-year-olds.
I'm just trying to think of like the old movie and show. Were there any young kids in that show? Were there not a single one?
No. So it
like
was
the Venus flytrap didn't eat the.
So the show that I was in, it was all the cast was made up of 6, 7, and 8-year-olds.
Oh.
And that's it. Yeah. So again, it was the 90s, so a different time.
Yes.
A very different time.
So yeah, one of my podcasters already who is not that old called it. We were born in the 1900s. Nice. It's such a dig at that over there.
That's hilarious.
I know what the boomers are feeling like now, of course. So,
and then when I was 8 years old, I started taking singing lessons. And then when I was 10, I started taking classes in the city for on camera and straight theater and commercials and stuff like that. And I've been auditioning ever since I was a little girl too. This is my life. This is what I do. And I feel so fortunate that I've been able to do what I love to do for so long.
I saw that in there. Yeah. Like that's the magical thing.
Oh, yeah, totally. That's the reason why I do what I do, because it gives me pleasure, but also to see everybody else's, like they get so much out of it. And to see everybody, like when I'm teaching, my favorite thing is like the aha moments, and building confidence. And yes, I love building skill as well. But yeah, no, there's nothing like that connection. Same thing when I'm performing. I love being able to make somebody feel something in the audience emotionally. If I've done that, even for one person, I've done my job.
I was just going to ask you. When you're out there performing, because I've never performed before. Well, I have, but like as a kid. But like, are you performing to that one person that you're making the connection with,
totally.
or you're performing to the entire crowd over there?
Yeah, well, I try to move. You make a connection to one person, and then you shift to another one. And then
is she dishing out all the acting secrets right now? Like all the professional actors are like, "What is Rachel doing? Don't let her do that! Shush! No, everybody can act."
Yeah, no, it's really, really great, and so I love teaching acting. I love
George
teaching
Clooney
voice.
just called. He's very pissed at you. Can't believe you gave out the acting secret over here.
I love teaching singing, and it's just I come from a very musical family. My grandfather had 2 big bands and went to Juilliard, played piano, could transpose at a drop of a hat. could transcribe, like physically write out sheet music. He was
it's
the
another
real
language.
deal.
You're speaking
No.
a whole nother language to me. And this is coming from somebody who grew up music. I played the drums my entire
Oh,
life.
cool.
I was so I
Okay,
mean, not that I could
okay.
read like trumpet and piano music, but I understand music. But like, still another language for us.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I love working with children, teens, and adults. So that's one side of me. And I direct shows for schools, and like I just finished doing Annie Junior and
Where? What schools around here?
So
or?
yeah, like throughout New York and New Jersey, and I'm getting ready to direct Descendants at the Wayne Community Center.
Oh, you got my daughter right now. I mean,
And,
that's all she watches every day.
And then also I do a camp at the Wayne Hills High School through the Wayne Education Foundation. It's called Art Quest, and we're doing Matilda Junior this year.
I mean, this
during
is
the summer.
amazing. What you have accomplished already. But the coolest thing is that you knew you were doing this by the time you were 2 years old.
Yeah, no, it's my favorite thing, honestly. And again, to share my passion is just a dream, honestly. I sing in bands. And so I just came back from Germany performing with one of my bands called Sonic Crusaders.
So she's not just hanging out over here at like the Hungry Dog. What's the one in Washington Township over there? No,
Yeah,
you're going to Germany to perform.
Apparently.
Wow.
Which is amazing. I got to go. He got to go. Eric got to go.
Nice.
Because he's a videographer.
Well,
So,
I mean, I feel like he's a videographer. He's not even on video right now.
No,
I
he's
mean,
not.
I'm going to move this camera 3. I'm going to try to see if I can get the camera on. Wow, this is how he is not staying off air over here.
Sorry,
Let's see.
Eric.
Here we go. There's the camera 3. There he is. Oh, we got him. We tracked him down. Ladies and gentlemen, there's Eric, the videographer. All right, back over here. So he just popped into that one over there. Yeah, let's go check those
That's
skills.
hilarious. And then locally, so yes, I do that. And then I also perform with my 80s band called Say 80 Thing, which is really fun.
Now you're
It's
speaking
really,
all
really
of our
fun.
language. I feel like right then and there you just blew up the entire podcast. We have a live 80s band singer right here. Like, what are we singing? What's our
I mean, I love me some Pat Benatar.
Okay.
So I love doing Heartbreaker and technically not 80s,
I'm thinking like
but
Guitar Hero a little bit here too.
yeah,
So.
technically not 80s, but I love singing Barracuda by heart.
Yeah. That's not
you know,
80s. Was that 70s?
But it's close
Yeah,
enough.
close
It's like
enough, yeah.
78
Like,
ish.
you know what? That genre that doesn't really exist anymore that nobody creates, but like
Yeah.
that was that time.
amazing.
You could say 70s, 80s. It was
Yeah, no, totally
amazing.
amazing. Yeah, no, I love performing. I love the connection, and so yeah, okay. I'm going through the checklist of everything that I've done
So,
because I wear
so
many
we
hats.
just found out that you went to Germany to sing in your bands. That was Supersonic or Sonic? What is it?
Sonic Crusaders.
Sonic Crusaders.
Yes.
And then, of course, you are singing 80s band. You're an 80s chick. I love
Yes,
that. That's
it's
amazing.
so much fun.
All right.
And then around town, I actually own a production company called Sunshine Face Productions.
Okay.
And I own that with my partner in crime.
That was the one on camera 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Eric over there on
Yes.
camera 3.
And so we do a lot of different things with it, but one of the things that I'd like to promote more so is we do party entertainment. So we DJ, we MC, we do costume characters, face painting, balloon animals.
Is this just children's or do we?
We do all different. We do a lot of, well, if you notice the name Sunshine Face Productions, that one is actually...
She smiles when she says that.
Well, that's a kind of a tribute to my mom because she always used to when I was a baby. And she always says, like, oh, you were always my sunshine face.
Aw.
So it's like a little, can you tell I love my family?
Everything's a little bit of a tribute to the family. So,
Yeah,
keep it
exactly.
in the family.
I love them.
Born and
yeah.
bred Montvale, right?
Yes, born and bred.
I mean,
yes.
guys, doesn't get as more local as local gets over here, right?
Yeah.
So.
I love it here. It's beautiful here. So, but yeah, it's so much fun doing all the things with the kids and also adults. And again, I love spreading joy. Our tagline is "Let us bring some sunshine to your event." And so, because we love,
I needed you at my wedding. Hurricane Ike came across
Oh,
Long
no.
Island. By the way, so you guys met in Long Island.
Yes, we
and
did.
We got married in Centerport. Did you remember
Oh.
the old historic thatched cottage by any chance? Claim to fame was Brett Saberhagen got married there, but
It sounds vaguely familiar.
I mean, it was right out by you guys. It was probably exit 57. Was that 110, 57 over there? What's
110 was 148, I believe.
Yeah.
It was 148.
There you go.
Yeah.
So who knows? But that's Hurricane Ike came up and it was raining during the afternoon.
Oh,
It turned out to
no.
be a very nice night, but I needed sunshine to come over there.
exactly.
I met you 17 years too late.
Yeah.
But
I'm
it's
so
okay.
sorry.
I'm sure there will be other rainy days in the future that we can bring sunshine to. But I love it.
Yeah. It's really nothing like it. I've worked really hard to try to do just this, and I'm so fortunate that I'm able to do what I love to do to support myself and to just uplift, because that's my biggest thing. When I'm teaching, when I'm directing, when I'm just hanging out with people, I try very hard to never tear down, to always build up. Because I don't believe in that. I think that's really lame, honestly. Because people do their best when they are feeling comfortable and feeling supported.
In a positive environment.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's
that happens
my goal.
in my business as well. I mean, you got to have a positive environment. So I think that's really, really important in any business.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think that's great. And people are going to leave there feeling good. And they're going to be like, oh, my God, that was a great experience.
Yeah.
Not only are they going to enjoy it, but they'll probably tell others to enjoy it.
Oh, totally. Absolutely.
And that's kind of how business grows.
Yeah,
This,
absolutely.
you are making a living. You're doing exactly what you want to be doing,
Yeah.
but you also need to make a living.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. Don't I wish that we could just, not have to worry about that aspect.
Just kind of magic.
Yeah.
I've got a few magic wands over there if you want to try
very
to
nice.
pass them through.
Perfect.
They haven't worked for me just yet over there. So, but hold on a second. They always say if you do what you love, you don't work a day in your life.
Totally.
So, I mean, you must
Absolutely.
be enjoying this.
Oh, I love it.
If money was you didn't have to support yourself, what would you be doing?
The same thing.
And there you go.
So, yeah.
So, I think that's a victory right there.
No,
of course.
totally. Absolutely. It's just, I wake up every day doing what I love to do, and my mission has always been the same. Try to help people with their emotions, try to help them achieve confidence, achieve happiness. Because a lot of people that I work with, actually, they started off as kids, but they were always told, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And then they come back many years later as adults, and they're like, I've never done this. And it's like a very, very life-changing experience for them because of the fact that they've just never been able to express themselves that way.
Right.
And so that is one of the most, first of all, it's heartbreaking to hear that.
Sure.
But I love being able to help people achieve their goals.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. I'm looking at it, I'm like thinking this, my daughter, right? So she'll belting singing out loud in the house, and she loves it. Is she the best singer in the world? No, but she loves it. And I'm like, oh, go sing. And she just melts into this little thing. So it is a positive environment. I want her to do it, but she's very shy.
Of course.
So you probably go through that a lot.
Oh, all the time.
Just people breaking out of their shell.
Oh, totally.
As you said, the
Yeah.
aha moment.
Yes.
Is it one moment that happens in a lot of times where they're like, they go from, I can't do this, and then they do it, and they're like, oh, like
Yeah,
that's
no, seriously. Yes, a lot of times it's just one little thing that finally clicks, because learning isn't linear. It's never like going straight. It kind of feels like
she's been well educated. Huh? Okay.
No, but
She's throwing all the taglines out there. Learning isn't linear. I heard that. No, we don't know what that means. I didn't know linear. But you're right.
I love it. No, it kind of, sometimes it feels like when you're learning, sometimes it feels like you're taking one step forward, 3 steps back, and like going side to side, and like.
But that's learning.
Yeah, that's learning, and then all of a sudden just something clicks, and then everything falls into place. So it's really important. I tell everybody, don't compare yourself to anybody else. It's more important that you compare yourself to previous you. Beforehand.
That's the case.
Because
compare you to yesterday.
Exactly, because everybody is different, right? Nobody has the same background. Nobody has the same voice or the same body or the brain. Everybody learns differently and thinks differently.
Absolutely.
So it's really not fair to compare yourself to anybody else, but to you.
I 100% agree. You hit 2 things right there. Obviously, you just want to be a better you than you were yesterday.
Yeah.
And that is the absolute key, and constantly doing growth and work. I mean, that's what we talk about in business and everything like that. And this is the BizCast, so we talk more about business over here. The other thing is that linear the path to success, whether
Yeah.
that's in business or in theater or performing and everything like that. Obviously, there's a path. And everybody thinks that the people who are on top, we'll go bring it back to George Clooney. It was George Clooney as a baby, and now it's George Clooney here. But in fact, that little graphic, you guys have ever seen that meme? Everybody thinks it's a straight line, but meanwhile,
Yeah.
it's this little
No,
crazy
literally,
thing that goes
yes.
over here, and then finally it's over here. And
Oh,
that's
well, yeah.
exactly what you go through, both in business and in life and in performing and everything.
Yeah,
So
literally, yeah.
just every
Absolutely.
day be better than you were yesterday and continue to grow. I think that's
Totally.
the best advice you can give everybody.
Yeah,
And you're
absolutely.
doing that every second of every day.
Yeah,
How
I
did
try.
you get to that? Were there any headwinds, or you were at 2 years old? I mean, you came from a family, obviously, with performing and everything like
Yeah.
that. Did you know you were going to own your own business when you came out?
So no, I did not. I thought I was just going to be a performer. And then in 2001, my old musical theater school that I went to every Saturday morning
Yeah.
for over 10 years called me. They're like, "Hey, Rachel, we know that you are now too old for
You aged
for
out.
this." I aged out, yeah. And so they're like, "But our voice teacher is actually retiring. And we know that you have done a lot of voice before. So do you mind coming back and working for us?" So I'm like, okay, even though I've never, ever, ever done voice before in that capacity.
Right.
So I'm like, "Hey, voice teacher, can you help me?" And so,
The one who was leaving?
no, my
You're right.
my
Got
personal
it,
voice
yeah.
teacher, because of the fact that I didn't want to screw anybody's voices up.
Right.
It's an instrument, but it's part of the body, and it's very sensitive. So I didn't want to screw anybody's voices up. So I'm like, okay. So I did it, and I loved it. And
You didn't even know you were going to love it. You were like, this
had
wasn't
no
even
idea.
my, that wasn't even my
exactly.
primary thing. Yeah.
So in 2001, I started doing that. And so that was group lessons with children and teens. And then a few years later, in 2005, I opened up my own private studio in my home, the
Was that
Menconi.
in the city? Did you have to go into the city for the first gig?
No,
Oh,
I didn't. It was New York State.
Got it.
It was not New York City.
Got it.
But anyway, so what was I talking about?
Then you opened up in 2000. Sorry, I completely
Thank you.
distracted. In 2005, you opened up your own studio in your home.
Yes. And so 2005, and then I started teaching adults as well, and it was amazing, and I haven't looked back since.
How about that?
Yeah.
It's not just singing; it's performing. It's everything.
Yeah,
I mean, like you
singing, acting. I teach online. Some of my students are all over the world now.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I pinch myself. I'm like, is this real life? Seriously? In 2011, I became SAG-AFTRA, which is the union for actors. I recorded an album.
This is kind of.
know.
It's all true. Hold on. Lest you think it's not true, he confirms it's all true. It'd be kind of weird if she's coming over here promoting it. I'm like, it doesn't even actually exist. We just wanted to waste a half an hour of your day over here. So. No wonder why it took you guys so long. You guys were making this up. You're a bunch of con artists over here.
You're so funny. No, and so I also am a member of the Recording Academy, which is the Grammy Awards, the same.
Yeah.
They hold the Grammy Awards, and so I was able to become that because of my album and all of I've recorded a bunch of different things for.
Where do we
different-
find this stuff?
Oh, it's on iTunes.
iTunes.
It's called, the first album is called Just Meant to Be. And it is mostly cover songs, but with two of my original songs.
Okay.
I write my own music as well. And I love it. It's really, really...
American Idol, anything like that, or what?
Oh, not American Idol, but I have worked with Bo Bice
Oh,
from American Idol.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, he's like the nicest guy ever. I got to perform with him with Sonic Crusaders, actually.
In Germany, actually.
No, not
And
in
they flew
Germany.
in private jets.
Not in Germany, but in Washington, D.C., actually,
go.
earlier this year.
Fantastic.
It's
really cool.
It's really, really wonderful.
You got some life over here, man.
Apparently.
Obviously, that is amazing.
Thank you.
I'm in awe right now. And you could teach me how to do like voiceover work, because
Yeah.
that sounds like the greatest gig in the history.
Oh yeah,
of gigs.
totally. I do teach voiceover for sure, and it's a lot of fun.
Can I be the new Siri?
Sure,
You know? So,
sure if you
what
want.
can I help you with now? I saw actually the woman who does that. Like she
Oh,
had
yeah,
a
no, it's
TikTok.
really-
like
yes,
that.
it's so cool. It's so
amazing.
cool.
I'm like, oh my god, God, you're her. And then the guy that does some of the AI stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got that voice. So,
No, you have a good voice.
ladies and gentlemen, I feel like I'm more like a stadium announcer.
Yeah,
Now batting number 2, Derek Jeter. Number 2. So I can.
I love it.
Who knows?
I love it.
One of my other guests just recently, she's an attorney, but she was going to be like an anchor and everything like
cool.
that. And so I'm like, she actually got trained in this type of thing. I'm like, maybe a news anchor. And on today's top news, no, I don't know. I'm a ridiculous. So,
I love it.
I mean, it's just crazy what you're able to do and you're able to accomplish. It just sounds like so much. And you just keep on turning your head, and then a new thing, and then the next head comes over here. You know. So, what is your favorite thing to do? Oh, I asked the tough questions here on the local BizCast.
Yes, that's really
hard hitting.
That's really hard to say.
All right.
I mean, I can tell you what my favorite thing for each thing.
Okay, fine. We'll go for that.
So performing has always been my number one, just because it's my favorite thing to do ever since I was a little girl. But with teaching, I fell into it and I love it as well. And so again, the aha moments, the building up confidence when kids or adults, it really doesn't change actually. Like that everybody's reactions is very similar.
Yeah.
When they have that
Real
aha.
guttural.
Yeah, it
like
really is. It really is. I love that.
Do you
I love
capture
saying
that on video? I mean, that's your job. Do you get how many of those? You could probably just throw out like a whole YouTube channel of people hitting that aha moment, which is
Yeah. I'm sure we have it somewhere. Yeah.
There you go. As if she has more time to do anything else over here. So on just one more of those heads that you're gonna
apparently
over there. So
no, and
Use with the 80s band, because the 80s.
true. Very, very true.
we do Take
yeah.
On Me,
Yeah, of
which
course.
is really fun. But with my parties, it's really just great to see everybody having a good time and feeling good about themselves. And when it comes to like little kid parties, I mean, being able to be part of their memories when they grow up and be like, oh, I remember that.
Right,
that's just like so cool.
Sunshine Face Productions. That's,
Yes.
I mean, amazing
Yeah,
over there.
totally.
What is, so let's start promoting the business over here.
Yeah.
So let's start with the parties over here.
Yes.
Age-wise, how young do you prefer? How old? What is?
It's really 0 to
Anything?
anything. Yeah.
50?
100.
There you go.
80, yeah,
All right.
we've done parties for 0 to. I mean, we just did reunion. Yeah, thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
16s, 1-year-old parties, 8-year-old parties, all across the board, really.
Yeah.
With all the services we said, any karaoke, DJ, characters, tattoos.
Yeah, fairy hair, sensory play.
You have all this stuff.
Yeah.
Look at what business you've built over
Yes.
here.
No,
This
it's
is- but
crazy.
This stuff, like, you're growing a tremendous amount of supplies and stuff like that. It's just incredible.
Yeah, we desperately need
Yeah.
storage.
Storage. Well, it's funny if you need storage, because building right over there is a brand new storage facility as they're
okay.
going up over there now. So, right?
Good to know,
What
good
we
to
do
know.
here on the local BizCast,
Yes.
we bring people
Connected.
together. We
Yes.
want the needs.
Yes.
That was going to be the next segment, but I still want to hear about more of the businesses.
Yeah.
So those are your parties. You come, sing, you perform, you have all that kind of stuff and props and whatnot and everything like
Yeah.
that. But then you have the actual teaching of performing, and
Yes.
that occurs at your house, in your studio. or-
So I do it throughout. So at my house sometimes, but online, and then I also teach throughout different schools. Not during the school day; it's an after-school type of situation, and so it's just. Lately, it's been mostly online just because of how busy I've been. And that's not me trying to be like, oh, I'm doing so much. It's just... No, it's just legit how my... No.
By the way, you don't even have to qualify that. Trust me, even though we're on a square little screen over there, people can feel your energy and they can feel your your authenticity. I promise you, you do not have to qualify. She's not conceited, guys. This is just an amazing amount of heart and talent and desire.
Thank
and
you.
It's really, really cool. And it's coming straight through you right now.
Thank you.
And your happiness is amazing. Is it all the time? Or does he piss you off?
I mean, I'm human, but I'm an optimistic person. I am an optimistic person. I try to live by the golden rule. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. Obviously, I'm not perfect, but and actually, that's another thing. Speaking about perfection, there is no such thing. There is no such thing as perfection. all we can do is just try our very best at any given point. And every day we feel differently, so our best is going to change from day to day. But if we're just trying to do our best, then we'll always be moving forward.
I mean, you just brought it all around. As we said, you just be better than you were yesterday.
Yeah, totally.
Even on your bad days.
Yeah.
So discipline.
Practice makes better.
We're
not
changing
perfect.
it. We're changing it.
Yeah.
There's that. Right. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm an athlete, right? So I'm like, is a perfect game perfect? It's very, very good.
It's very good.
But I mean, I'm sure in performing, there's like, you nailed every aspect of that. You nailed, like, if you're singing, you nailed every single note. You just, you have better performing days.
Of course.
Like that, but no perfect. We're just saying practice makes better.
Because I feel like, perfection is an idealism, and that doesn't exist. Like, we're people, like, especially in our everyday life, there's so much pressure to be competitive, to be the best. And it's just like, we all have to, like, take a step back and just, like, breathe,
Right. Well, all right, I'm going to throw another question out there. Let's say you hit perfection. Then what comes next? Do you just give up? Like, that was it.
Exactly.
I threw the perfect game. That's it. That's all I need to accomplish in life, right?
Yeah.
Because you still want to do something better than that.
Exactly.
Do you play golf at all? Right, like, this is
That's my father, my
I
dad.
shouldn't play golf, but the fact is, it's so funny because golf more so than I think than anything else. It's like you're never happy in golf because if you shoot 110, you want to shoot 100. If you shoot 100, you want to shoot 90. If you shoot 90, you want to shoot 80.
Oh yeah, totally.
And like even the pros, they want to shoot better than they're shooting right now. It's like nobody's ever happy in that sport. I don't think. I mean, some people are happy and they're making hundreds of millions of dollars, I guess, but money is not everything.
I think the only time somebody would want to be perfect would be like their last thing before they retire.
That's it.
Then
sign off.
Yeah,
I'm signing off. All right, I got you. So, you remember when I told you I was gonna say this, but there's like 4 minutes left. There's actually like 3 minutes left. Doesn't it go freaking quick?
Yes.
And it is very important we talk about one thing right now.
Sure.
Flying elephants.
Yes, flying elephants.
I told you I was going to bring it up. Flying elephants. At some point, we're going to try to figure out what. I mean, there's going to be a flying elephant segment on here because I feel like I've said that on a couple of different podcasts.
You need a supercut of every time you say it.
I can absolutely. We have the opportunity. We can go right to LocalBizCast. We can come back over here. I told you we got a souped up podcast studio over here. So, tell me what we can help you with. Like in the last couple of minutes, like you're busy, but like. We said you need storage, you need this. Sometimes people think like we're coming in here with businesses just need more customers or patients or anything like that, but sometimes it's not. Yeah. So tell me, what can the Local Bizcast and all the people who watch the Local Bizcast, what can we help you with?
I mean, word of mouth.
Here we go.
Just hi, I exist.
She exists. Rachel Menconi exists. Yes. She has Sunshine Face Productions. We also have the Menconi Performance Studio.
Yes.
And I mean, like, just amazing amount of stuff that you do. I think I'm going to start taking voiceover lessons.
Sure.
By the way, you guys, this is like episode 40, I think, something like that, right? So we're getting close to that. If you find by episode 50, I start to sound like this, and my voice changed. You guys will know exactly how that all happened. I have improved my voice and my performing skills. We'll take it outside. I'll start dancing. There'll be more props and everything like that. So all right. So just word of mouth. We want people to know that you exist. You're the first person that does this on the Local Bizcast. So there's no competition yet on the Local Bizcast here.
Very nice.
But like the things we want to promote, again, you're talking about the parties, you could do reunions and parties and graduations and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
You're also helping people learn how to perform, acting, singing, everything like that.
Yep, all those things.
I mean,
I can be hired for directing performances as well.
So you're talking about like the local high school performances?
Yeah, any place that needs a director, call me.
Ladies and gentlemen, so where do people find you? That's the next thing.
We're on Facebook, so Sunshine Face Productions. We're also on Instagram, also Sunshine Face Productions. My personal one is Rachel Menconi, RachelMenconi.
She does enunciate so well. She's so good at that. My S's don't sound like S's like hers.
I've worked very, very, very hard on that.
Articulating.
Yes.
Articulating. Do you do that thing that
red leather, yellow leather.
Ooh, okay. Is that stuff, or are we just watching that stuff on
it actually is hard to say, so it's a good tongue twister for sure. But
What are they like? Oh my God, we were going over this with my kids when we were away over spring break. All the tongue twisters, like the old tongue twisters. What?
Sally sells.
Yeah, you're right. Sally, seashells on the seashore.
yeah,
Right. What are some of the other ones?
Like-
how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
yeah, and
Is
then
that- oh, I did that one pretty good.
Peter Piper picked.
Yeah,
Oh.
a peck of pickled peppers.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
All right. Was there-
Piper picked the podcast.
Hey, it's the podcast. The Peter Piper picked a podcast.
exactly, exactly.
Amazing, amazing. You did wonderful. You did too, Eric. Hold on.
Thank you.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. He makes
Yay!
it. It would be really cool if I can get a little flying elephant thing over there to make that all happen over there. So.
Very nice.
All right, I need to announce my next guest. This one has actually been booked for a very long time, but she chose this very specific date because I guess the time is good for her business. Ladies and gentlemen, on the next Local BizCast, it is Monica Berry. I don't know if we even have a name, but she has an RV that she rents out. And coming spring and summer is RV season. They have taken this thing all over the country. She actually might have gone to Canada and Mexico as well. Anywhere you could drive, this thing can go. And let me tell you the stories that comes out of doing these types of trips in an RV. Very, very cool. We're going to hear that on the next Local BizCast. Monica Berry will be joining me. But, ladies and gentlemen, can we thank Rachel Menconi and Eric from Sunshine Face Productions. You guys know where to find her now. You know exactly what to do. You know exactly what she does. This energy is absolutely amazing. It is infectious. I am feeling great. I feel like a nice vibration right now. Do you feel
Thank
that?
you. Yes, of course.
So it might also be the coffee, but I do think it might have a lot to do with you. So,
Nice.
Everybody, thank you so much again for joining us on the Local BizCast. We'll say it again. Please hit like and subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel. We want to bring it to as many people as possible. We want to help out local business owners and influencers and entrepreneurs out there. Try to help everybody do what they got to do. But until next time, everybody, we'll see you. Take care.